Hello and welcome to the axiUm instructional video. The topics that we will be covering in this video are how to log into the system, how to send axiUm messages, how to change your password, viewing the provider schedule, navigating around the electronic health record, resident approvals, and how to view images in Dolphin. Logging in. To log into the system, double-click on the tooth icon on the desktop. You will now be taken to the login screen. Enter the username provided to you in the ID field, followed by your password. Once done, click OK. Messaging. Within axiUm, there is an internal messaging system in which you can correspond with other axiUm users. To access the messenger, click on the envelope on the bottom toolbar. A blue envelope indicates that you have a new message. A red envelope indicates that you have an urgent message. Any unread messages appear with the message in a bold font. Double-click on the message to open it. Once you have double-clicked on the message, you will now be able to view it. Once you have read the message, you have the option to reply, forward, delete, or simply close out of the message by clicking one of the options to the top right. To send a new message, simply click on the green plus in the top left corner. A new message window will pop up. Simply start typing the first name of the person you want to send a message to in the To field. Enter the subject of the message in the Subject field, and then enter your message below. Once you are done, click the Send button in the upper right corner. Changing your password. Your password for axiUm will expire every 90 days. It has to be at least 8 characters long and have at least one number in it. To change your password, go up to the Tools menu and simply click on Change Password. Enter your old password, followed by a new password, and then re-entering the new password once again. Viewing the provider schedule. Resident schedules in general dentistry are broken up into 2 different books based on the provider name. To view a patient's electronic health record, the easiest way is to pull the patient up through the schedule. To pull up a provider schedule, simply click on the scheduler icon to the left. Once the scheduling book is open, you can maximize the schedule by clicking the Maximize button in the top right corner. The toolbar at the top shows you the book that you are looking at, along with the date of the schedule you are viewing. The heading in green shows you the providers that are in this book. If you are unsure of the provider's name, you can hover over their name and it will tell you their name and completion, along with their provider number. When viewing a provider's column, you will see times that they are open to see patients in cream. Times that they are blocked will appear in a colored block. These blocks could be for lunch, vacations, classes, research time, or even admin time. All along the left, you have the time of the day. If you are covering for evening clinic and you need to see the evening schedule, simply click in the PM hours and your schedule will be moved down to the PM clinic. If you need to switch the book that you are viewing, you can simply click on the book icon to the right. This window will show you what books you have access to view. To view a schedule in a different book, simply select the new book and double-click. The date at the bottom in green also shows the date that you are viewing. If you need to go back a day or 2, simply click on the green minus sign. Patient appointments with a red font mean that the patient has checked in for their appointment. Appointments in a green font mean that the patient has not arrived yet. To get back to today's schedule, you can simply click on the Today button in the lower left-hand corner. Along with the plus and minus next to the date in green, you have a couple more navigation options. If you click on the date in green, you have a calendar that pops up. With the calendar, you can navigate around by the year, a month, or even to a specific day. Next to the date in green, you have even more navigation options where you can advance and go back by day, week, 1 month, or even 6 months. Navigating around the electronic health record. Here you will be able to view the patient chart. Areas that you will be able to view are treatment notes, charting on the odontogram, medical history, clinical exams, treatment plans, and perio-charting. When looking at a schedule, simply right-click on the patient you wish to look up in the electronic health record and say Select Patient. You will now notice that their name appears on the bottom toolbar. Once you have their name appearing on the bottom toolbar, simply click the electronic health record icon to the left. When you open up the electronic health record for a patient, you will see the odontogram on the top and tabs on the bottom. These tabs will show you different areas of the patient's chart. At the top of the odontogram, you will have the latest perio charting if available. To the right, you will have what it has charted on. In this example, it happens to be pocket depth, along with the date of the exam. To the right, you will have a box which is a snapshot of the medical history. It lists the patient's allergies, if any, and any medications that the patient may be on. The bottom half of the chart shows various tabs in relation to the patient's chart. The Treatment History tab will show you charting done on the odontogram, any completed treatment that has been billed out, any planned treatment that has upcoming for the patient, and any treatment notes. The tab is sorted in date order but can be rearranged by clicking on one of the gray headers at the top. If I wanted to sort something by the tooth, I could just click on the word Cite and everything will be in tooth order. I can also increase the size of this tab so I can view more information. I can click the little up arrow right here and my tab will increase. The next tab is the Forms tab. This is where the medical history is housed, along with the clinical exam form and any referrals that the patient has for them. You will also find here the stamps. We have incorporated all the stamps into a single form in which faculty can then approve. The Treatment Plan tab is where the residents will write their treatment plans and where faculty will approve them. The Attachments tab is where consent forms signed by the patient will be stored. Patients will sign these consent forms electronically. The Perio tab will include any perio exams done for this patient. The Prescriptions tab is where residents will be able to write prescriptions electronically for the patient. Resident Approvals. Faculty will be approving referrals, signing off on stamps, and approving treatment plans. If you are having to approve something for a resident and they are logged into axiUm, you will complete the approval by using your ID badge. You will simply swipe your ID badge through the card reader mounted on the computer monitor. However, if you are signed into axiUm, you do not need to use your swipe card. You can simply click on an Approve button and the system will accept your logon as an ID. If a resident states that they have a referral that needs to be approved, and you are logged into axiUm, simply click on the Forms tab and look over to the right. You will see that anything that requires approval will be in a blue font. Select the referral that you need to approve. Once you have reviewed the referral, simply click on the Approve button in the upper right corner. Click the Approve button one more time. The font has changed to black, and this shows us that the referral is now approved. The second way of approving is with the resident being signed in. To do an approval for a form, simply click the form that needs approval, review it, click the Approve button if you are okay with it, click the Approve button again, and now you will get a window that looks like this. In this window, you will be required to swipe your ID through the card reader. Once you have swiped your card through the card reader, the referral or the form will be approved, and the font will turn to black. The last thing you need to know how to approve are treatment plans. You can click on the Treatment Plan tab to see which treatment plans the resident has written. Click the treatment plan that you wish to approve. Then click on the Detailed Plan tab on the bottom toolbar. You will now see all the codes that the resident has entered into this treatment plan. Once you agree with the treatment plan, you can click the button that says Select Option. Then click the Approve button, and then click Close. The font has now turned to black, which means that the treatment plan is approved and can be signed by the patient. Viewing images in Dolphin. Patient x-rays are taken with either a digital sensor or phosphor plate and stored into Dolphin. You can now view patient images by selecting the patient in axiUm and then clicking on the camera icon to launch Dolphin. We will be going fully electronic in your department on Monday, April 23rd. We want to thank you for viewing this presentation and would like to let you know that the axiUm team will be in your department for several weeks helping staff get better acquainted with the electronic health record.